wala sa hulog.
Oo, parang are you there pa there? Dahil parang nawala talaga siya doon sa ikinakasasanang prayer rally and the message that they want to send. Ito bang mga mensahe na ito ni Manang ay makapagkukos ba ng destabilisasyon sa ating gobyerno? Pwede ba itong maging issue na nagmumula dito nga sa katiwaliang pinag-uusapan natin dahil sa dami ng mga flood control projects at korupsyon ng bansa? Kausapin nga natin ang ating former DILG Secretary, Sec. Rafael Alunan III. Sec. Rafi, good morning po. Thank you for joining us. Peter at Rica sa programang Balita Patan.
Good morning, Rica and Peter. Thank you very much for having me.
No, thank you for appearing, Sec. Rafi. It's good to see you again after a long while. Opo.
It's good to hear your voice.
Never mind my face, ganon. Sec. Rafi, thank you for this interview and we'll see you again soon.
Tinapos agad.
And then, kaibigan natin si Sec. Rafi. we can joke around with him. Sec. Rafi, so you know you were part of DILG. You headed DILG. You headed tourism also, but in this particular case, anong tingin niyo? I know that yung background po ninyo, somehow you were associated with the opposition, no? Yung bang mga pronouncements ni ate, ni Manang Aimee, could this cause destabilization or medyo it's kind of exaggeration more than anything?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that I was not part of the opposition.
Oh, yeah?
I think you're referring to the time that I ran for senator.
Uh-huh.
Yes, that was under the party of Dick Gordon, Bagong Bayan Party.
Aha,
So,
okay.
So it was the entire ticket of then President Duterte was a coalition.
Mm-hmm.
The core of that coalition was the PDP Laban, of which I was not a member of.
Yeah. Are you still with them? I mean,
I'm a very independent citizen.
Okay.
All my life, I've been very independent.
All right.
When I served in government, it was for the people.
Mm-hmm.
It was purely public service, no politics.
All right. Okay. Good to hear that. So now, let's talk about the destabilization, alleged destabilization, and possible result ng mga pronouncements ni Manang Aimee. How do you see that, Secretary?
Well, there are elements in the political realm that want to destabilize the country. And the way I see it is there's a foreign hand behind this, no? That wants to distract, divide, and, I guess demoralize the nation for their own sinister ends. And they're using their local surrogates to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think destabilization efforts are helping the country at all, because what they want is simply a shift of power from the incumbent back to them, right? And I think most of the people today are quite aware that we're not going to get anywhere with that kind of political maneuvering, no? I think people are really looking for the incumbent administration to take this opportunity to have their own Damascus moment and turn the situation around, use their shall we say kapalpakan or their negligence, the lessons that arise from their negligence in the past 3 years, to turn the situation around and reverse course in the last 3 years of their term. And hopefully by that time, by 2028, we would have a situation where the people would have a good opportunity to elect a very good leader to take over by 2028. But today it's very chaotic, and we'll have to manage by chaos.
Yeah, but what stood out in your first statement, Sec. Rafi, is and your theory is there's a foreign power behind some of these so-called destabilization acts?
Well, yes, I've been observing the geopolitical situation and the national security situation for years. And recently, I think it was the Philippine Navy spokesman who also speaks for the armed forces, who opined or let out his viewpoint. Perhaps it's the viewpoint also of the armed forces that there's a foreign hand behind all this, no? And I mean, let's go straight to the point. They were looking at China, no? Because it's China's the only one that can benefit from this. They've been pushed out of power because they were very, very well entrenched during the previous administration. But today, it's the pendulum has swung in favor of the United States. The trouble is, most people talk of either being pro-China or being pro-US. Nobody's talking about being pro-Philippines, no?
Yeah, oo.
Simply,
Oo.
di ba?
Yeah.
In fact, itong political away na ito, it's not about the people.
Yeah,
It's about two elites, two political elites that are trying to regain their power
Yeah,
or
tama.
to maintain their power and by hook or by crook.
Sec Rafi, begging your indulgence, sir. Meron lang tayong flash report. Please stay with us. This is just going to be a couple of seconds. Thank you.
DZMM Radyo Patrol Flash Report.
Kunin natin ang detalye hatid sa atin ni Zeus Legaspi. Zeus.
Kahinatulan ng guilty si dating Bamban Tarlac Mayor Alice Guo at iba pa sa kasong qualified trafficking in persons sa ginanap na promulgation ng kaso ngayong umaga sa Pasig Regional Trial Court. Reklusyon perpetua o habang buhay na pagkakakulong at 2 milyong pisong multa ang ipinato na parusa kay Guo at sa mga kasamang akusado na sina Rachel Malonzo Carrion, Jamie Lynn Cruz at Walter Wong Rong. Sa ngayon, hinihintay pa ang pahayag ng panig ni Guo. Non-bailable ang kasong kinakaharap ng dating alkalde na may kaugnayan sa ilegal na operasyon ng Pogo sa Bamban Tarlac kung saan nasagip ang mahigit 800 manggagawa. Para sa detalye, manatili nakatutok sa DZMM TeleRadyo at DZMM Radyo Patrol sa 6:30. At yan ang balitang kumpirmado. Sigurado, ito ang Radyo Patrol. Zeus Legaspi, DZMM.
Maraming salamat, Zeus Legaspi.
DZMM Radyo Patrol Flash Report.
You heard it first sa DZMM. Balikan natin ang ating panauhin si Secretary Rafael Alunan III. Sec Rafi, so you were saying na kanina na itong mga nakikita natin ngayon, nasasaksihan, could it be ito yung precursor to the 2028 elections?
Well, I think people are also looking for a third force. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
I think they're very dissatisfied with the incumbent and also the aspirants, no, the previous holder of power that wants to come back, no.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're really in search mode,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the majority of the Filipino people are not ready for any regime change.
Mm-hmm.
Because I, for one, it's not regime change that's important for us. It's self-change.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't change, if we don't reform ourselves, if society does not reform, things will just keep on churning for as long as it can keep on churning. From the time we exited from the Marcos regime up to the present, we have not really changed. That's why we keep repeating the same problems, no? And the reason why we don't want to change is because for most people, it's the hardest thing to accept that they're part of the problem.
Opo, pero Sec Rafi, just looking at kung foreign power man po, no, is the one you think behind all this. So tingin niyo po ba nakikita nila na opportune time itong panahon na ito para subukang makabalik muli sa kapangyarihan yung kanilang mga sinusuportahan?
That's hard to say, but of course, these foreign powers and opportunists, no, they're one of the biggest or the best opportunists in the world. But whether they want to do it, whether it should succeed now or in 2028 is a matter that needs to be further studied. If they do it now, if there's a regime change now, they have to think about the U.S. response. And I don't know if they're prepared to engage in a direct clash with the United States, because the U.S. Will not take it sitting down.
Opo. But aren't they spreading themselves too thinly? Kasi considering ngayon din po, meron silang hidwaan sa Japan.
Who is spreading themselves?
Ang China po, sorry.
Well, the trouble with China is that it has angered a lot of nations, no? It's not just in the Southeast Asia, but a lot of nations in Africa and in the Near East have felt the sting of China's hypocrisy, you know. And so China's angered so many countries. So I don't know. Sorry.
That's okay,
Opo,
sir.
it's okay po. Sige po. If you need to take that po muna, sir, go ahead. Opo.
So they've angered so many countries, and I don't know whether they're in a position at this point to really challenge the West, but they're in a position to make trouble.
Yeah.
And they're also very good at biding their time.
Yeah.
They're very, very patient, no, as a people. So what they can do at this point is just keep on destabilizing and weakening the target countries until such time that they can easily take over without firing a shot.
Okay.
So one of the things
strategy of indirect conflict.
one of the things that we need to let me just close this. AI is a pain in the neck.
Si Manang chat po talaga. She's very marites. Yes. She listens all the time.
Kinabahan tuloy ako. Are we talking to the real Secretary Alunan?
My God. So I threw it in the wastebasket.
So,
So China has to at the rate it's going, it prefers to at this point just destabilize and keep on weakening the target countries before they take them over, no? Kasi ang gusto lang naman nila is dominance, to command and control. I don't think they're going to really invade. Although they have their sleeper cells here, I think the sleeper cells here are meant to just once they're activated, they're meant to further destabilize, divide, make life difficult for the government to govern. That's their purpose, no? Until such time that the government will probably say, okay, so we'll follow you. But I don't think they're going to spend their time, effort, and their munitions on a country that can't even defend itself, no?
Yeah, pero Sec Rafi, sa dami po ng mga nangyayari ngayon, the scandal, the corruption, do you believe that the Philippines is really polarized at the moment and therefore is rife for some interference by other countries?
Definitely, that's what's happening right now. But I think that the majority of the Filipino people have this feeling that if there's regime change now, we'll be jumping from the frying pan to the fire. And so I think we're also biding our time, looking for a third force or another leader that we could support by 2028. But at this stage, I don't think any destabilization effort will succeed in terms of putting somebody else in charge of the government before 2028. It will succeed in further dividing and destabilizing the country, but that's all it can do.
Okay.
Sec Rafi, well, the Filipino people naman po kasi ngayon ay nakafocus talaga tayo doon sa issue ng corruption, ng accountability on the flood control issues at iba pa nga pong corruption mess. Pero kung nakikita nyo po that there might be usapin about regime change, sa tingin nyo po ba ito'y mabibigyang pansin pa ng karamihan sa ating mga taong bayan?
Well, for regime change to happen, definitely the armed forces will have to play a major role, no, in that. Without the AFP, nothing will really work because the people are so fractured that there's no critical mass, no. Yung last 3 days, November 16, 17, 18, there were attempts to put together hurriedly the semblance of people power, no? Parang instant noodles. It doesn't work. People power is something that develops over time. You cannot just instantly have people power and say, "Ayun, okay, let's change the regime." Doesn't work that way.
I think, Sec Rafi, marami naman naniniwala na a change of regime is not the answer, as you have as you yourself have said, no? Pero ang tanong po dito ngayon is, what does it take to for the administration to right the ship of state?
Well, first of all, they have to be honest with themselves, no? Truth hurts, but they have to be honest and say, yeah, we've been negligent. We've appointed the wrong people. We ourselves are part of the problem, and we have to make our own restitution to the Filipino people. That takes a lot of humility and moral courage, no? So this is what I was saying earlier, that they're in the cusp of a Damascus moment. They should take the opportunity, no? Kasi Filipino people naman are very forgiving. When they see that you are contrite and you humbly admit your mistakes, and they see that you're trying to do something about it, they'll give you the benefit of the doubt and support you. But we have to keep up the pressure, notwithstanding, no. We have to keep up the pressure because after a while, if people let their guard down and release the pressure, we might go. They might slide back. No.
So,
I'm reminded of an anecdote where a pharaoh in Egypt became a tyrant. He was very well loved, but became a tyrant. And he was asked that when he was dying, I said, why did you become a tyrant? And his answer was, because nobody stopped me.
ayun.
No, so this is now a Damascus moment also for the Filipino people, that all these years we could have stopped the rise of the wrong people in government had we been a strong society, had we been an ethical and immorally grounded society. But when 1986 happened, I was there, and my call was for national transformation, was for us to change before we get to change our structures and our systems that have been so bastardized, no? But everybody just wanted regime change without a change in ourselves. So kaya tuloy-tuloy ang problema.
Opo.
Paulit-ulit lang.
Opo. Finally, Sec Rafi, before we let you go, no, because we've been talking about the maturity of our democracy and of the Filipino voters. Sa tingin niyo po ba, this might be a turning point for us to finally see na there is something wrong on how we choose the leaders na inuupo natin sa posisyon?
Well, yes, but that narrative has to be constantly broadcasted, no? There are just so many countervailing messages out there that nawawala yung message na yan, eh. So it's very hard to develop critical awareness about that very important point, and then to generate critical mass for us to be able to act as one powerful society. Wala pa tayo dyan. So I don't know how maybe you guys in media would be in a better position to figure out